Okay, so we're going to look at some numbers that are sort of almost in standard form, and I'll just make sure that everybody knows how to use their calculator. I've kind of talked about it in the previous video, but I'll show you if we've got these ones correct. I'll show you if we can do it with these ones too. So I've written here that some of the following aren't in standard form, and I want you to convert them to standard form. So let's go through the list and see if we can figure out, maybe you want to pause it and have a go. Let's see if we can figure out which of these are definitely in standard form. Well, I think that first one is because we've got a number between 1 and 10 and a positive power there. That's perfectly fine. This next one, though, is not in standard form, so we're going to have to convert it. That's because that first number should be between 1 and 10. This also should have been between 1 and 10, and it's not. So this is not in standard form. This one here is in standard form, so that one's perfectly good. That one is going to be pretty good there. The next one, though, is not in standard form, and hopefully you can see the reason it's not in standard form is because it is a divide by, so we'll have to fix that one in a second. This one, not standard form, because the starting number is too big. This one here is not in standard form because the starting number is too small. This one is in standard form. It's okay to have 0 as the power because we know that 10 to the power of 0 is 1, so this one is in standard form. This one, not in standard form because that number is not between 1 and 10, and the same for the last one that we've got there. So let's think about how we might convert some of these numbers. Now for this first one that we're going to have a look at, the 66 times 10 to the power of 3, I actually am going to have to change the 66. I'm going to have to divide it by 10 so that I come up with the 6.6. So I'm going to do that one divided by 10 so that I make the starting number between 1 and 10. But because I divided this by 10, I also need to counteract that by multiplying by 10. And 10 to the power of 3 times 10 is 10 to the power of 4. And I'm going to show you on my calculator that these are equivalent to each other. So if I do 66e3, or 66 times 10 to the power of 3, and 6.6 times 10 to the power of 4, if I type it in correctly, we do get the correct answer for both of them. So now it's in standard form. This one, I want to make that starting number something between 1 and 10. So I'm going to multiply it by 10 to get 4.4. Now because I'm timesing that by 10, I need to divide this by 10. So I need to make this power go even smaller and make it 10 to the power of minus 4. Let's just see if that is true. 4.4 times 10 to the power of minus 4 and 0.44 times 10 to the power of minus 3. Yep, those numbers are the same as each other. I don't need to do this next one because it's already in standard form. I'm not going to do any more calculator checks. I'm going to come back to this one at the very end, okay, because it's a little bit different. So let's try this one here. I need to make this one a 1.25 at the beginning, which means I'm dividing it by 100. So if I'm dividing it by 100 here, I need to times it by 100 here. Now, timesing by 100 is the same thing as multiplying by 10 squared. So that means instead of it being minus 7, it's going to go up 2 spaces to 10 to the power of minus 5. This one needs to be multiplied by 100 so that I get 2 instead. But because I times by 100, to balance it out, I need to divide by 100 or divide by 10 squared. So 10 to the power of 4 divided by 100, I'm going to get that that's just 10 squared because that's 10 to the power of 4 and 10 squared. You subtract the powers there. That one is in standard form, so it's fine. This one is going to need to divide by 10 to give me 4.5, which means to counteract it, I need to multiply by 10. And 10 to the power of minus 3 multiplied by 10. Remember, you can always check things in your calculator. 10 to the power of minus 3 multiplied by 10. That's 0.01. That is actually just 10 to the power of minus 2. So that's 10 to the power of minus 2. I have increased this power by 1. And then last of all here, to make this in standard form, I want to divide it by 1,000, which means I can either say that as 10 to the power of 3, or I can write it as 1,000, whatever we prefer. So I need to multiply this one by 1,000. So it's going to be 1.025 multiplied by, well, I've got 10 squared multiplied by 10 cubed. 1,000 is 10 cubed. You add the powers, so it is 10 to the power of 5. And again, you can check that on your calculator. So this one that we've got here, 8.2 divided by 10 cubed, well, it needs to have a multiply symbol. So I'm happy with the 8.2. I need to multiply it by something. This is actually saying you are dividing it by 1,000. That is the same thing as multiplying it by 10 to the power of minus 3. So instead of dividing by 1,000, we can say that it is written as multiplying by 10 to the minus 3. So these are some numbers that are almost in standard form. You can try this with any kind of numbers that you like. You might want to try some of these questions that I've got here as well. And in the next videos, we're going to be looking at some calculations with standard form. Found this video helpful? Then why not drop it a like and consider subscribing to my channel. If you'd like the next video in the playlist, you can click here to be taken straight to it. And as always, wishing you the very best for all your studies.